arrived and I started having a little mess around and going all right. I'll show you what I'm up to and then probably again lead into other videos for a period of time. Here we are. Last time I was just chatting nonsense, waiting for bits to turn up to put the new trunnions on the old Moggy. Now they arrived and here's the original trunnion which I've put a new sort of boot onto there. Went on beautifully. Done lots of research. Moly grease is what they reckon is the best grease for these trunnions now, rather than just a traditional grease. It's waterproof, high impact, mainly developed for CVs. If you can imagine, trunnions came before CVs. Oh, that's a bold statement. I'm going to assume they did. Someone will correct me. Anyway, it's a good material to use. So then I put on the new swivel pin. Maybe that's what it's called. Didn't realise. I just, wasn't looking properly. I didn't realise that this was conical when I was taking it off, and I think people were commenting, but I just didn't. Oh, it's died. I didn't really understand what they were saying, but to take this piece off, obviously take the nut off here and knock it that way. I'm hoping that I can put this assembly on. Really, don't see why I can't. I'm going to hang it. Oh, I can see why I can't, because I haven't got all the nuts for the shock absorber. But anyway, I will hang it. I can then start stripping this lower trunnion down. The new trunnions have arrived. Here they are. Beautiful. Again, not realising that these aren't bushes. These are, encapsulated. So I've got everything I need here, except for grease, to put this back together and make it beautiful. So, and once it's on, I then need to jack up the lower wishbone, whatever you want to call it, so that the two can be connected. Now, one problem I probably have is that the car's incredibly light still, so as I jack that arm up, the weight of the car is not going to be enough to sort of keep it down. So the whole thing's going to lift, so I'm going to have to find a teenage volunteer to sit on the front of the car, I reckon, whilst I jack it up. Or find something a bit safer, like some blocks or some paving slabs. I don't know. But that's one little challenge I've got to do. Not for today. So let's see how I get on with oiking this thing. It's totally rusted on, like super duper. So won't be taken off today, I don't think. A bit penetrating oil and leave it for a few days. A quick word with myself and I realised, well, there's actually nothing wrong with the old one. So let's leave it in. I did that. Left the old one in, new nut. I haven't bent the pin over yet. New bushes. New washers on this side, new nut on there. Haven't tightened it up. That's going nowhere. Happy days, well done me. Let's have a quick look at the bottom bit. That's right, bottom bit. Very technical. Let's see if we can attach that only on one side. And then we kind of got some bloody suspension back on it, sort of. Don't drive like it, it's very dangerous. But it's something. Oh, yes. I have been defeated. Boo. So to get the lower trunnion off, I need to take the back plate off. To take the back plate off and then take everything off, which is probably not such a bad thing because I'd need to do that anyway. Well, I don't need to. But with the back plate off, I can then clean things up a bit more, can't I? And try and do it a bit more properly. Do a bit proper like, innit? But it's going to be easy to do now it's hanging there, and also I don't want to tug around with it too much more because I'm still expecting another delivery today, but it hasn't arrived. I want to get the other nuts in so that when I am tugging around on it, it's not going to rip the suspension to pieces. But oh my goodness, how happy am I to finally have some suspension back on the car. The answer is really, really, I don't know if you can tell, proper, nearly fell over, proper progress that. Amazing. Didn't take long. Right. Maybe tomorrow we'll put the rest of it on. Probably. Before I do that though, my dad was right. I might change these nuts to being all the same size. It is a bit naff, isn't it? Yeah, there we are. Next video will be another day, I'm sure. Exciting. A couple of days gone by. It's the evening. Ooh, someone's bolted on a shock absorber and didn't thread the nuts. or the captive nuts or anything. It's on. Look, there you go. That's the proof. That's all the force it's ever going to take. That one, and then some idiot forgot to get another one of these. I bought 3, like a total knobhead. But this does mean that this is now on, nice and solid. I can take the bits and pieces off to get the lower trunnion off, which would be cool, and probably paint the back plate tonight, ready for tomorrow for refitment. That's the plan, Stan. Look at that, it still moves, it's a miracle. I can't remember what I'm doing with this. I don't think it's too hard from memory. I think you take this off and... yeah. I can't remember. It will come back to me. Bit of a pain in the bum. But it is what it is. So let's start having a go. I think... Sorry about that. I think if I take these 4 off, that just removes the plate from the trunnion. So I think, because the hub goes all the way through to here, so I do think I need to strip it all off properly. So just taking off the last bolt here. See if I can do one-handed mechanics, probably not. So I drop, there's the other one. So special little pipe made that goes from Morris Minor to Marina, the different threads. The Morris Minor has quite an unusual thread into the, I don't know what you want to call it, doofer. So is this going to come off? Yeah, there you go. So it's all, like I say, this is all just a few years old. It's not, it's barely done anything. You can see there how fresh that all is. Oh, so fresh. So before I do anything, that's going to get settled down there. Going to be reused. I'm not going to waste my time and money. There's a bit of brake fluid come out of there, which is a good sign, because it means it's still lubricated. Pop them back in there, because you've seen how I work. I absolutely will lose them. Right, so let's have a little tackle at the... Oh, I've just realised, yeah, I mean, didn't just realise. Well, I've never really done this much work all at one time on front suspension. I split them, taken to bits. Haven't delved into trunnions as much as I am here. So, you know, what a great working platform. So, that's not my car, because mine doesn't make any noise. Let's see if I can remember how to change the discs. I've remembered. I have actually remembered. Take that off. There's a nut. And out it all comes. I've remembered. Look at that. Oh, look. Didn't muller it. Came off. Gonna get a nice new chrome one of them, I reckon. So, yeah, this is all flooding back to me now. Looks like my handiwork in there. We need to take that nut off. And then basically unbolt it, I think, and it all slots out. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. It all just comes past the spindle. Let's find out. Spanner that fits perfect, and it's nice and long. I've taken the split pin out and the, I don't know, castellated washer. I don't know what that thing's called, but it's there. Let's have a go. Oh, is it even a reverse thread? This one is not, by the looks of it. No, I don't think it is. Right, I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Let's see how I get on. Yeah! Whack of the hammer. Rubber hammer. And it's off. Let's see. Am I right in thinking that this comes off, the bearing is driven in, I think, to seem to remember, the bearing is driven into the... Oh. Right, I have to come back again in a minute. I can't do it. That can come off now. Why are old cars so hard to work on? This is my life for the past 2 years. Fucking around with stuff that doesn't want to be repaired. Just scrap it. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. Surely. And I know people screaming, oh, use a socket. I ain't got one. Might have one. Couldn't be bothered to look anymore. Right, so there we are. That's off. Does this just pull out like magic? Well, there's nothing magic about this, is there? This isn't what I remember at all. I remember changing the wheel bearings a few times because it rode so low that I smashed them to shit. I don't remember any of this. All right, I might even get Haynes manual out. What do you reckon? Oh, will it be in there? I don't know. Let me have a little look at it. Yeah, I did it a bit too well. I just whacked it with the back of the hammer and it fell off. Quite uncontrolled. But it's off. Hooray! There you go. Now I remember. This is where you mess around with the bearings. There you go. You take the seal off, and it's even got grease in it. That's good, isn't it? Well, we're not changing any of that because there's. Look at that. Oh, factory fresh. That is. This is absolutely pristine, fantastic. And look, there's the ABS ring. So what we're doing? Taking this off and then giving it a good old clean, and then a paint, and then tomorrow, shit the bed. Tomorrow, am I putting a wheel on the? Am I putting a wheel back on the front? So clean it up, put it back on, swivelly, 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 reassemble, drive down the street. Okay. We're having some great successes. 3 nuts out, new Crocs with Care Bears on. Let's go. Last nut about to be extracted. Base plate, back plate off, trunnion on, clean it up, give it a paint. Bosh. It's a new song. I think it's gonna be popular. Let's see if I can prop this up somehow, and you can see full extraction. Oh, look, even that's working. So, last bolt. Doesn't matter, socket falls off. We don't care anymore. Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. People. Everything fell off. Brilliant. There we are. Team Crappy Mice Miner. I could give it a good clean. There we are. So there's the brake pad, warning indicator, ABS ring, traction control sensor, wheel speed sensor, velocity sensor, air suspension leveling system, pre ABS warning, you name it. It's got everything. Oh no, sorry, it hasn't got anything. Should we do live replacement, live removal of trunnion now? I know how they work. Can you even see that? I don't even know what you can see. Yes, you can just about see that. Can I make that better for you? No, I can't really. But anyway, take the trunnion off. Trunnions off. No, remember I didn't know anything about these. I thought these were bushes. They're definitely not bushes. Oh, it's a bit crunchy there. Oh, I'm glad we're doing this then. Hopefully the crunchiness is in the replacement part, not in this bit. It's interesting, isn't it? Isn't it interesting? Let's get a rag onto that. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not ideal at all. Well, I'm very glad I did this. I think this bit's knackered. Well, that has come as a real surprise. Right, let me show you what I'm looking at. That's my knee. I'm pretty sure it's going to be better than that. that part's okay. That doesn't look right, does it? Looks absolutely bloody terrible. Unless this bit's meant to be rough and flat and knackered, which I very much doubt. Really, really surprised by that, because the top part looks great. And this is probably why they fail. Probably a bit of research needed. Oh, what a pain in the bum. I was getting really excited then. But it's not a pain in the bum because I can still replace it. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to do some research. Right, so I'm very glad I did this and had a look. So it shouldn't be sharp, too sharp anyway, because that means it's worn, and it certainly shouldn't be like that at all. It's a shame because the top end's okay. So it looks like buying some new trunnions. Oh, lucky me. There's an expense I didn't need. And these have got Morris Marina hubs on them. So I've got to drive out. I think I've got to drive these out. I think these are different hubs. So that'll be a fucking pain in the ass as well. But anyway, let's see what I can order and sort it out. Well, that was an adventure, wasn't it? So I'm not going to do that now. I'm not even going to do this now. I'm going to leave it exactly there because there's nothing I can do until I get some new ones of these. But what an adventure. How lovely. May post this video. Don't see why not. It's quite interesting, I think. A bit annoyed by that, really. Glad I found it, though. Can you imagine hurtling along the street and that thing popping out? Now I can see how they fell. Oh well, there you go, live and learn. Right, so I'm in a mystery about what swivel pin this is, because it's not. These are the trunnions. This is a swivel pin. Doing research, learning every day. So the swivel pins can be different depending whether, well, on a few things really. But if you were to look up LCV swivel pins, it's quite unclear what ones you're going to have. So this is just in case anyone needs to know. It seems that the 8 carat weight, whatever it is, the heavier duty ones were on vans that were later from 1968 onwards, let's say 72, whenever they finished making them. It's quite an early one, 1961. The best way you can tell what kind of swivel pin you've got is with what size nut. So the biggest difference is actually the hole through the swivel pin here. The vans have a bigger steering arm. That's a 3/4 spanner. Therefore, this means it's got standard swivel pins, which also means they're cheaper to buy. That's good, isn't it? Do you know what? Everything I've learnt now, also going to buy some new top trunnions as well. I just need to, don't I? If I'm changing the bottom one, I'm changing the middle one, might as well change the top one. So that's an expense I didn't expect, but it is what it is. Oh, it does feel very good. But you know what? That one felt good, and look how knackered it is. Anyway, so there we are. Another little tidbit for you. So I'll order them up. Well, I mean, it's the same as a few minutes ago. You can skip this bit, I'm sure. Caliper off, hubcap off. Same detail as before, which was to be expected, really. Don't know why I had to say that. Let's get this disc off, do some trunnion inspections, give these a lick of paint, and then hopefully later today I'll mess around with this engine mount and pop that into. And then, don't know. I got the wiring loom. I could think about putting some of that in, maybe, simply because until these trunnions turn up, there's not too much else I can do. I mean, I reckon it's about to chuck it down. But anyway, that one just plopped off nice and easy. Now, from what I'm reading, I hope it's right, that these spindly bits are just compatible with the Marina discs. And the sort of expensive bit, if you like, is this sort of backplate mounting arrangement. So, fingers crossed. But anyway, this one came off nice and easy. Let's kill the dogs first. Oh, I've got to take the back plate off, then we can check this trunnion out together. Oh my God. let it be, as the Beatles once said. That's all stripped down and off, which is nice. Taking the last bolt out. Bang, look at that. So, let's clamp this up, crack it open, and let's see what we're dealing with on this lower trunk. Remembered, I've got to take that nut out, haven't I? Duh. And that. So basically there's a... Let's try that again, shall we? It's still pretty crunchy, I'm not going to lie. Oh, there it is. I've got a feeling it's going to be knackered, just like the other one. Glad we did this. Another top 20 hit by Graham. Ugh. Well, at least it's greased. See, I did do maintenance. Let's have a look. Maybe this side's not so bad. Oh no, this side is pretty knackered. Not as bad as the other side. It's got thread. But nevertheless, very, very happy we're changing this over. So it should be slightly flat on top, but not, it shouldn't have these gouges in it. I don't know if you can see that. The other one, you know, was pretty bad, to be honest with you. So very happy we're doing this. It's great news. Now my job is to clean up the back plates, give them a lick of paint. Might as well do something. It's got to be done anyway. Put these to one side. I need to take these arms off. Steering arms, which will be easy enough to do, but I'm not going to do that now because I just don't want to. Then once I've done that, put the engine mount in. Well, it's not yellow, it's brown, but there you go. Cleaned up pretty well. Give that a good degrease. Get a lick of paint on it, I reckon, compared to how it was. An idea of how much is being cleaned. It's pretty horrible, to be honest with you. Yeah. That dry. Done one side, looks a lot better, doesn't it? Pretty smart. And I'll later on today do the other side. The engine mount. But I'm going to take one of my lads to go to the cinema. That's much more fun. So, laters, alligators.